everybody, I am Chris, and today we're doing a 25-minute total body post-workout stretch, okay? We just did a 30-minute HIIT style workout. This is great for pretty much after any stretch. It also is great to do anytime that you feel you just need a stretch. It's 25 minutes, and it's just gonna be, we're gonna be holding stretches for 30, well, let's hold them. We're going to hold them for 45 seconds. And I'm not going to put a timer up because I don't want you to think about the timer. Okay. I want you to think about, I'm going to put a timer on my phone. I want you to think about just relaxing in the stretch. So I don't want you to think necessarily about the timer. Okay. So let's just start with just taking some little side to side rocking here. How are we feeling? Everybody's okay. Everybody's good. And Kev, you can hit play. Keep going side to side. Okay. Here we go. All right. So let me turn that down so you don't hear it. We're going to start right here. We're going down and up. Okay, so we're going to do 45 seconds. Keep going down. You don't have to hit it, Kev. Good. Good. So we arch down. We're just kind of getting that spine warm. Okay, keep going. Keep going with that. And what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to move this timer in case you can see it, because I don't want anybody to see it. Don't think about how much time is left in this, okay? I want you to just think about the movement, arching and then rounding. Good. So this is post-workout, so this is something you would do if your body's warm already, right? You don't want to just go into these. This move will warm you up a little bit, but you want to think about doing this after. Okay, so now fold all the way down and just hang here, okay? Breathe in, good, and out. So a couple things in this position. Forward fold, ragdoll. The closer your feet are, the harder this will be. If your feet are a little farther apart, it'll be a little bit easier. And you do want your knees bent, okay? Want your knees bent. You wanna allow the back of the head to just be heavy. You may feel your ribs on your thighs. And if you can't touch the floor, you could put your hands on something, on pillows, on books, on a step. Hold it. Roll all the way up. Good. And let's take your arms out. Grab your left wrist, lean it over. Good. Stretch. Okay, so in this stretch, you're pulling, and I want you to think this is reaching up and over, and that foot is not coming off the floor, okay? So hold. Good. Right there. Awesome. Stay there and just hold it. If looking up feels good, do that. I like to look up and let my head just sink into that right arm. Okay, and then it gives you a little deeper stretch. And up. Other side. Over. And again. Here, I like to turn my head. If that doesn't feel good for your neck, don't do it. Good. All right, Caitlin said you can, on that forward fold, if you wanted to cross your arms, you totally could. Okay, if you have modifications or any changes to any of these that feel good for you, do them. Right? Yeah, good. Sorry, I know. It's really dark on the feet. I actually didn't have her do the face because we were going out last night and I didn't want to look purple. Come on! Breathe. If you have to come out of it a little bit, you do, and then hang over. Good. Nice. Okay, take it down. Feet are wider this time. Fold it forward again. Okay, so feet are nice and wide. You're going to feel that a little differently. If you need a little more here, you could reach out and grab your big toes with your index and your middle finger and pull down a little more. And if that's not doing it for you, you can also reach your hands through. And I'll show you from the side. But it depends on you and your flexibility. You might just be here and you're like, oh, and that's totally fine, right? Hold it. Breathe. Let it go. And very nice. Okay, come down to hands and knees. Hands and knees, and I want you to take your right foot back. Okay, and just hold your right foot back so you're getting a nice stretch in the right calf. Okay, so you're just holding that there. Maybe you come out of it a little bit, right? And then you go back in. But you're pressing back. If you feel anything on this left knee, you can always put something under it, a pillow, a blanket, something for a little cushioning. Hold it right there. Good. Me too, Cindy. Good. Again, I don't like to put timers in during stretch because I want it to be about feeling the stretch. You should feel this in the calf and the Achilles. Good. Come back and switch. So this is a great stretch to do after any kind of high impact. If you're running, if you're walking, even low impact, okay, where you're working those calves, if step aerobics, whatever you're doing, okay. Relax through it. Now, if you find yourself like this in the neck, try to relax the neck, make the stretch about. Oh, Cindy! Can we hang out before you leave? Good. Good. Hold it there. Breathe through. And excellent. Come forward and have a seat on your backside. Let's take the legs out, and we're going to take a side bend over. Okay, so if this is your best, if this is here for you, this is good. Okay, you don't want this knee folding in. You're going to be over and reaching. Hold it. Okay, reach, lengthen. Don't let this side of your butt come up. Don't let this knee fall in. And I'm saying this because what I don't want is for you to feel like you have to do this, okay, when this is your edge. If this is your edge, that's perfect. That's where you are, right? Okay? Don't force and lose form. Hold there. Reach. Good. Lengthen through that side. That should feel so good. And take it up. Now look, turn to that leg and fold over it. Okay? Now, you might be here. Okay? Again, the other leg is not turning in, so sometimes bringing the legs in a little bit will help. Okay? You just have to find what works for you. Okay? Holding there. And breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. I want you to notice the back of that right leg. What does your foot feel like? What does your ankle feel like? Good. Come up. Reach over to the other side. Okay. Now, again, you might be here. That's good. Good. Over. Lengthen. Try not to be here. Okay? Arm is next to the ear. And I don't want you to have a kink in the elbow. Can you reach the arm long? Good. Hold. Good. Yeah, a lot of people tend to turn their leg. Yeah. And so if it feels better, bring your legs closer to a little closer together. All right? Good. And the only difference, you've heard me say this before, with someone who is more flexible in a move, right, is that they just have to go deeper to feel it. And sometimes that's not always good, right? So you're facing the leg. You might be here. You might bring your legs in a little bit, okay? So for me, I've always been very flexible. And that when I did gymnastics, it was good, but it was also not good for some of the things that I did because I didn't have some control over certain parts of my body, especially younger when I wasn't super aware of my body. So, yeah, you have to kind of just realize that wherever you are is good and you do the best you can. Okay, but work on it because consistency will help you get more flexible. Okay, especially even with weight training, it makes you stronger, right? And also if you're doing flexibility training, come up. Now here, my favorite, come forward. Good. If you're doing flexibility training, you want to remember that that's also going to help you with your form when you do weight training. Okay. Now, for this, again, you don't want those knees to fold in. So if you come here and the knees start folding in, maybe bring the feet in a little bit and then work on that. Okay. Everybody's going to be different, but you want your back straight. You don't want to be here. Do you see that? Here. Push the backside out behind you. You're almost there. And take it up. Good. All right, we're going to flip over to your belly. Okay. And I want you to bend your right knee. Okay, bend your right knee. And if you can, grab either your pant leg, okay, or your ankle or your foot. And then just put your head down. If you need to, you could use a strap here to grab the foot. Okay, so talking about the form with this one, if your hip is lifted off the floor, so if you feel this space between the floor and your pelvis, you want to push it down. Okay, it'll lengthen that leg, right? It'll lengthen that leg so that you can stretch through the hip flexor, okay, and the quadriceps. You're almost there. Relax the head. And release that leg. Okay, bend the left knee. Reach for it. And if you can't reach for it, just keep the knee bent, okay? Head down. Okay, Jenna. Okay, hold it. Give a pull. Press down through the pelvis. Good. Sometimes I find I need to wiggle through it a little bit. Lengthen the leg from the hip down. Good. You're almost there. You're breathing in, letting go, and let go of that leg. Okay, so left hand in front, and then I want you to take your right hand, okay, so palm is facing up, right hand as best you can behind your back, and then let your head sink onto that left forearm. Now, lift your right elbow. And can you reach the right hand toward the floor on the other side of your waist? If you can't, just lift the elbow. You're opening up through those pecs. Head is relaxed, opening up. Some of you guys will reach the floor, some won't. This is a tight spot for me, so I can almost get there. Good. And release slowly. Slowly bring that arm back and down. Take your head up. Right forearm in front of you. Left hand, palm goes up and behind your back. Okay. Now on this side, I have much more flexibility. I'll be able to touch the floor. So bring your head down. Okay. And lift that elbow up. Breathe. Reach for the floor if you can. You might find one side is better than the other, and that's totally normal. You know, if you're right-handed and you use your right hand, your right arm a lot more for things. You carry your bag on your right shoulder or your left shoulder. All of those things make a difference. Just breathe and hold. You're almost there on this one. Lift it. and release slowly with that arm. Okay, so what I want you to do is carefully, elbows on the floor, start to push yourself back, and I want you to do this slowly for a reason, okay, and extend the arms and head down to the floor. Okay, so stay right there. You're doing a little child's pose. Knees can be apart, okay, or together, whichever you prefer. If your knees are apart, your toes are together, your hips are on your heel, or your butt is on your heels, good, and hold right there. Good, hold it. Relax through. Nice, I just wanted to check the time. I wanted to make sure we had some time left for what I want to do here. Nice. Come up to hands and knees. Okay. And then I want you to come to your back side. You're going to cross your left leg over. Okay. Good, Jackie G. Left leg over right. And if you can get this foot flat, the left foot flat, do so. Before you do anything, get up nice and tall. Nice and tall. Hug your right arm around your left knee. And then turn and look over your left shoulder. Good. Keep hugging that knee into your chest. And if you have to readjust during this, come back to the center, maybe pull the knee in, push down the foot, and then hug. And good. Oh, Beth. Wait, is Beth moving too? Wait. What's happening? Am I losing all the ladies? I can't lose you because I'm coming with you, obviously. Hold it. Love this one. And bring it back to the center. Good. All right, uncross. Let's do the other side. So right leg crosses over, up tall, hug, up tall. Once you get like this, you don't want to slouch, right? So you're up, and then you're twisting and looking over your right shoulder. Good. Breathe and relax. Okay, just like right now, just notice, where are you feeling this stretch? Are you feeling it in your right hip? You don't have to answer me on the comments. You just feeling, notice, just notice. Are you feeling it in your right hip? Are you feeling it in your lower back? Are you feeling it in your shoulder? Notice it and take a breath into wherever you feel it. So breathe in and imagine that breath going all the way to the place where you feel this stretch. And then exhale it out and release. Very nice. Okay, so let's bring the bottoms of your feet together. Okay, bottoms of your feet together. And grab your hands underneath your feet. Sit up tall. Good. And then bring your chest forward. So when I say chest forward, I don't mean chest down. I mean pull your chest past your toes. And if you can't, imagine you're pulling them. Good. Aw, Beth, where are you going? Where are you going, Beth? You mind if I take out Beth? Good, hold it. Nice. I want you to cross your legs, and then that's probably the natural way you cross them. I want you to cross them the opposite way. Okay, whatever you chose first is probably what you choose normally, right? So, left head, bring your left ear down towards your left shoulder. And then up. We're just gonna take a little movement here to the right. And up. And other side. We are going to hold shortly, but right now I just want you going side to side. Getting some movement in your neck, noticing if you feel tight, noticing where the tightness is, where you feel any tension. Good. And up. Okay. To the right. Over. And just hold. If you want to, you could take your right hand and just gently put it a little pressure there. And I want you to imagine this left ear reaching up toward the sky. Love you, Jim. Bye, Uncle Jim. Good. Jim's not my uncle. Bob's my uncle. Bob's your uncle. Bob's Vanessa's dad. Good. Right there. And everybody's like, what? Okay. Once again. Once again. We do these live. We have a little fun. There's 210 people on with us live right now. Ah, good. Up carefully, carefully, and then go to the other side. Careful. Good. If you want, you give a little, just a little pressure. Don't let your whole body go with you. Up tall. We got anybody else in Rehoboth Beach? My girl Beth is moving there. And then we got Cynthia going to South Carolina. Good. Jim said, I thought I was your uncle. I guess I have to take you out of my will. Sorry. Good. Come up. Sorry. Okay. So I want you to go up, look up, and then chin down. Look up. And chin down. Thanks, Nancy. Look up. And chin down. Look up. Good. Chin down. Now look forward, and I want you to look over your left shoulder. Because it's cold in New Hampshire, Linda. Linda said, why is nobody moving to New Hampshire? Because it's cold. Okay, now take your hand, and you're just going to push your chin a little farther to look. Just a little. Don't force it. You're not the exorcist. You just sorry. Okay. You're just doing a little stretch. Good. Relaxed jaw. Make sure you're sitting up tall. Other side. Ah, yes. Slowly. Ah, Gina said, so good, Chris. A reminder that movement metabolizes emotion. Does anybody ever had that happen? Sometimes just being like still. I have broken down in a yoga class before. I've seen other people break down during a stretch or a yoga class, even during mobility. Pull that left shoulder back as you're pressing your chin to the right. Yeah, when you release tension and stress from your body, you're letting out emotions. Sometimes can be like a waterfall, which is okay. You're allowed to feel things. You're allowed to feel things. We all do. Big breath in. Ah, exhale. All right, Nancy, pose. We look great. Inhale up. Hands together. Bring them down to your heart. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. I hope this felt great for you. If you wanted to do it all again, you totally could. This is a great one to put on your favorites list because sometimes we just need a really good stretch to end our workout, to end our day. Thank you so much for joining me. Please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye, guys.